What's up, guys? Mark here. I was trying to ignore this whole Elliot Rogers debacle, but it's really hard to ignore it because it kind of hits close to home. There's a lot of, if you haven't seen it, it's really gut-wrenching. It's a little bit disturbing to watch his video, but a lot of what he says kind of resonated with an old sense of who I was, and unfortunately is a fairly common thing amongst a good chunk of the population, especially for younger guys. And it's just that there's a part of me that gets a little bit angry about this because what it is the standard for what is expected of a man has dropped because we no longer really have a conscious idea of what those standards happen to be. And on the other hand, is that this kid was trying desperately to get on the level of what is socially acceptable. And even when he felt like he was there, he was rejected for it. And unfortunately, he took that rejection as a personal insult and something that would tarnish his very essence of personality. Um, the reason why I had to put this together is because I've been part of the quote community for some time, and it's definitely showed me some good times, some rough times, and more than anything, it's shown me that we can definitely come out of those dark places to become greater people. I've certainly seen a slew, dozens of guys do the same thing, coming from a very sort of dorky, nerdy background, generally rejected, not necessarily having the choice of having a fun and wonderful lifestyle to creating some really amazing things that even I'm jealous of. And it really just kind of falls on the level of investment and how much you're willing to endure that pain. And unfortunately for Elliot, I really can't say much about the consequences or the circumstances of his life, so I don't want to speak too far out of my bounds. But I heard he was a part of PUA hate, which is unfortunate because if he had just gotten past that bitterness and that darkness and that just dark agony that he was experiencing, he probably would have found something great beyond that. And the kid is smart. The kid was fairly capable. He drove a nice car. He seemed to have the trappings of a socially acceptable, successful life. And he just was missing one major component. And I wish he had just let down those walls and had a chance to be a part of that community, because I've seen so many great things. And so to you guys in the community, those of you that I know and those of you I've not met, take this as a personal call to action. And if you know someone out there, just, you don't have to force them into anything. You don't have to trick them. Just let them feel like they're a part of something, a social group. Bring them into your world. You don't have to be a jerk about it. You don't have to be a dick. It's hard enough being someone who gets rejected a lot to be forced into something they're not willing to do. So make them feel at home and welcome into doing something like pickup. And show them that on the other side of rejection is growth and progress. Yeah, it's really kind of hard to piece my thoughts together given the severity of the situation. It's not necessary. It's absolutely not necessary for anyone to have to go through this sort of pain, for anyone to put anyone else into this sort of pain, because out of his misery he's caused just downstream effect of anguish in other people's lives. He's taken the lives of other people, and there's no justification for that, rejection or not. I mean, this is the angry part of me speaking. Sack up, for Christ's sake. Sack up and just go talk to a couple hundred people. You're not Sure, it's not fair. The world is not fair, but you have to get at what you want. That's just the way things are. My life isn't perfect as well. I've got a lot of work to do. There's still much to be done, but life goes on. And just because you're in your early to mid 20s and you feel like I've done everything, there's more to go, son. There's way more stuff that needs to be done. There's more about you. And God, there are so many like you who have potential. Reach that potential. To the families of those that lost their loved ones, my condolences go out to you. And to Elliot's family, I'm absolutely sorry. I don't know what else to say. It's a tough situation. But I hope we can move forward from this. And I hope this doesn't have to happen ever again. I mean, that's wishful, I think, but one can dream. And as long as we have a dream, we have something to strive for. And once again, for all those in the community, it's a call to action. You know, you've had some adventures, you've had some great times, you made some great friends. Go help someone out. All right? Peace out, guys.